Jovin, you so dumb.
Hey cuties, welcome back to yet another random rant. If you're new, our random ranter where we just talk about any and everything. That's really just the breakdown. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's. I know it's like, damn, what we gonna talk about today? We're gonna talk about what we need to leave in 23. Okay? For starters, let's leave the mean girl act in 23. There is no reason for you to be mean. Life is beating all of us up. So for you to be pissy is outrageous. Like it's not even cute to be mean. I don't know why it was ever deemed okay, but it's not okay. And if you encounter a mean girl, bully the shit out of her. Okay, cause like y'all must be stopped. You must be dealt with. For real, cause like life beating everybody up. So what else is your reason for being mean? Exactly. You don't really have a valid reason. Humble yourself. Let 24 be the year of humbling. And if you won't humble yourself, the good Lord will do it for you. You hear me? Another thing we need to leave in 23, I almost said 24. Another thing we need to leave in 23 is, I forgot what I was gonna say. I was gonna talk about cock blocking. Y'all dudes must be stopped. You must be dealt with too. Baby, that girl don't want you. You telling everybody that y'all had, like, whatever y'all had in hopes that nobody's gonna want her so you can get her. You must be stopped. Not everybody, but enough of y'all. Too many of y'all lie. Lie just to, and I don't it must be stopped. That's strange behavior. Delusions are okay, but that type of delusion is not okay. Miss Ma'am doesn't want you. And then to top it off, why is it the only ones that really be bold and confident are the ones that shouldn't be? Like the ones that really like you would be like, how many kids you want me to have for you, Mr. Sir? Those be the ones that you just be shy. They be like, oh no, really, like you, like let's figure that out, okay? And it's not just with guys though, females too. It just be the ones that you don't want just be the boldest, and it's like, why? What's the real reason? That must be dealt with. Another thing that needs to be dealt with is everybody needs to start thinking for themselves. Okay? I would really love if everybody starts thinking for themselves. Because if you, at your big grown age, need to go to your homeboy or your homegirl for every advice pertaining to your life, you're the problem. At this point, that's not your homegirl or homeboy. That's your home daughter. That's your home son. Because why are they always reaching out to you? They need to fend for themselves. Like, not everything needs to be consulted with your friends. Learn to think for yourself. But I'm loving how everybody has style now. Like, I mean, obviously people have style, but like people are dibbling and dabbling into their own styles. And I really love that because there was a point in time where y'all were given very much copy and paste. Like, you know how the girls used to do like the get ready with me, and then like 20 of y'all would be twinning because you obviously watched that one get ready with me girl. I mean, like, no shade, no tea towards anybody, but it's just like you could tell that y'all all like follow the one get ready with me girl. And it's just like, I'm loving that everybody's having their own style though. I love that. Yeah, I think that's really it. I 23 was definitely running. She was jam packed, but she was running. Like if we were to give the years, careers, 23 was definitely an athlete. Okay, I don't know where she was dashing off to. Like to be honest, 23 was kind of a blur for me. I'm not gonna hold you because I don't remember what happened, But I know, like, it wasn't until I got on Snapchat when Snapchat does the whole, like, 1 year recap. And I was like, damn, all of that happened? And it's like, wow. Why? Like, it's strange because it's like, why don't I, like, I remember it, but it just felt like 23 was running so fast that I don't remember it, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. And 24, obviously a comedian because, baby, y'all coming out the door swinging. She could be a boxer too. We're still in January. So we got to see what 24 is going to give. But she's definitely either going to give boxer or she's going to give comedian. I'm pushing more on the comedian side because, like, one thing about it, I like seeing the mess. I don't like to be a part of the mess. And it's just 24 came out the gate swinging with the mess. I'm here for it. Okay, because, like, yeah. 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 Oh, another thing that we need to start doing in 24, give people free trials. I started doing that towards like 23 and it's doing me wonders. I'm telling you, you will get so much done if you give people free trials. As it pertains to relationships, yes, but like friendships, it works on friendships too. Like you give your all, and depending on like how it goes, you know, if you're talking to someone and it's super smooth like butter, you have 14 to 30 days to figure out what this is. And if you can't, you're out of there. You hear me? You're out of there. Like, more so a week to two, I should say, a week to two of like fully investing your all. Give it your all, the whole 9 yards, the whole spiel, you know? It don't gotta be like your all, meaning like your woo-ha and your goodies too. But like as it pertains to your time, give your, enjoy the honeymoon stage. Once 2 weeks hits and we're not doing nothing, no progress has been made, they're out of there. Why are they still there? Because them still being there is them wasting your time. Let me tell you something, the devil can't get to you, he sends the opposite sex. Ain't nothing like a whole bunch of distractions. Why do you want to be distracted? Don't do it. Don't fall for the tomfoolery. Cut them off. You get a lot done. I'm telling you. Yep. But you don't tell them their subscription's over. You just cancel it because no progress is being made. That's what you do. You just gotta cancel it because what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? At some point, you already know what you want. I'm not like, especially at all of our big ages, we know what we want. Yeah. That's just me though. That's just me. Do free trials. Always do free trials. I'm here for free trials. Give it y'all. After a while, I gotta get back to work. Cause if I don't work, then I ain't gonna Exactly. I hope y'all New Year's been good. Y'all been having a good New Year's? I hope so. I really hope so. I really hope so. But let's talk about pretty privilege, though. Yeah. And you're like, what about it? I know this random rant is all over the place, and it's like, but I just want to touch on so many things because it's like it's a new year. So I would just like to get my opinion out there before we start the year off. Exactly. As it pertains to pretty privilege, I'm on the fence about it. I don't know if pretty privilege is really a thing. And I say that because, like, I feel like when we say pretty privilege, we're not accounting for people who are just naturally nice. Like, a lot of people think, like, oh, I have pretty privilege. No, you just bumped into a really nice person. That's who they are. They're just genuinely a nice soul. So it's like, are they really nice? Like, what? I feel like we just need, maybe I don't know. I feel like maybe the definition I got is a little confusing. But then it's like everybody's definition is a little off. Because I saw this one girl on TikTok who said, she made a remark saying pretty privilege only applies to lighter skinned girls. And I don't know what in the pit of hell she grabbed that lie from. Cause Dante's Inferno ain't got nothing on that lie. Okay? I and she was a darker skinned girl, so she's like, pretty privilege only applies to lighter skinned people, and I just thought that was bullshit. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. I'm calling it bullshit. Like, but then that goes back to people being nice because in her little like rant she was doing, she was like, I believe I'm pretty, but I don't get pretty privilege. But that's your problem, ma'am. You think you're pretty. And that's not to say she's not pretty. You're supposed to think you're pretty or handsome, You're supposed to think that of yourself. That's where the confidence comes in. You're supposed to be a confident individual. But at the same time, it's not about if you think you're pretty, does the world think you're pretty? You can think you're pretty, but that doesn't mean anything, It doesn't mean it's like having a debit or credit card with insufficient funds. You got the card, but like you can't use it, so it's pointless. I mean, you could use it on the bank, but it's like either way, it's pointless. So it's not really about if you think you're pretty. Does the world think you're pretty? But that's why I'm on the fence about pretty privilege, because it's like people just be nice. Like one thing about me, I can't tell when people are flirting with me because I'm a nice person, and sometimes people confuse my niceness with flirting. So when people are nice to me, I don't take it as flirting. I take it as them being nice because like, I don't want to confuse it with flirting, and then it's like, but I wasn't flirting with you. So I'm one of those people you gotta punch upside the head, like, heifer, I like you. And it's like, damn, for real. But no, back to pretty privilege. Like, if you got a pissy soul, I don't really mean pissy soul, but if you're like a negative Nancy, like you just back to being a mean girl, like if your personality, your soul, like your insides are just yucky, you're immediately ugly. Like, you could be pretty on the outside, but once your personality is ugly, you're an ugly individual. Your personality dictates everything. So I feel like there's a lot of things that account for like pretty privilege. I don't know. That's just me though. That's just me. I'm on the fence about it because I don't think I'm fully understanding like what pretty privilege entails. Because I've had people do nice things for me, but I just take it as like them being nice, And it's like, thank you. Because at the end of the day, nobody has to do anything for anybody. I feel like, I don't know. That's just me though. When people do nice things, I had the understanding that you didn't have to. You really didn't have to. But that's just me though. Yep, that's just me though. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I think that's really it. I think that's it for random rant. I'm not gonna hold you. This random rant was actually pretty organized compared to my other ones because I usually just be hopping all over the place and then I space out and forget. This was pretty organized compared to the rest, and I'm proud of myself. I know I told you I was gonna leave, but then right when I stopped, they hit me. Another thing we need to leave in 23 is self-diagnosing. Y'all need to be stopped. Y'all really need to be stopped. It is so bad. They say reading is fundamental. I was about to say learning is fundamental, but learning is fundamental too. But it's just like, y'all learn a new word and you run with it and you just keep slapping the title on yourself. Not all of you have anxiety. Okay. That's the thing. One thing about like when I took that, because when I was getting my psychology minor, I'm not gonna hold you, boy. When I talked to my advisor was like, you got to be careful with your psychology class, though. I was like, why? She's like, because it's gonna be pretty easy to like want to diagnose yourself, but don't do it. And I was like, what you mean? She's like, because a lot of the things, they're gonna seem like they fit you. And the only reason they seem like they fit you is because the definition is so vague. And then to top it off, there's a spectrum. So it's just like, it's vague, or if it's not vague, it's a spectrum. So it's like, you could fall anywhere. Some of y'all don't have that stuff. Okay? You don't. Okay? You don't. And a lot of you aren't introverts. I'm an introvert, so I don't like people. No, you're not an introvert. You're just a mean person. Some of you are just mean people and you try to like default on like, I'm an introvert. Stop tarnishing the word. You're making introverts look bad. And not all of you are extroverts. Okay? Some of you are just extroverts masking as introverts because you don't understand that you're fully an extrovert because you haven't been around the right people to prove to you that you're an extrovert. It's all about the company you keep. These people got y'all popping pills out here. Y'all a whole bunch of pill poppers now. All because y'all want to be like, even if you don't get pills for these diagnoses y'all giving to yourselves. I don't know. That's just me though. That's just me. I don't know. I just be looking at y'all some type of way when y'all just be diagnosing yourselves because like, you're having an identity crisis. That's all it is. It's not cute. You're literally having an identity crisis. You're trying to get to know yourself by diagnosing yourself based on traits that you believe that you have. I mean, technically you do have the traits, but you don't fall fully under the diagnosis because like, unless you're reading I think it's like DSM. I think DSM-5 is the most recent one, but it's like the psychology book with all the diagnoses. And unless you are literally looking at it and you go to a psychologist and they're like, yep, you got that. But even when you go to one of those, because they be nut jobs too, you got to get second consultations. You can't take one person's word for it. I don't know. That's just me. Y'all just be trying to diagnose yourselves. I wouldn't want all them labels on me. I just think it's just an identity crisis. Some of y'all don't fully know who y'all are as individuals yet. So it's like every trait that you think that fits you is like, I got that. I got that. I got that. You might have it, but that doesn't mean like, how can I put it? It's like eating. You can eat without getting full. You know? That's like you can have some of the traits, but not all the traits. And that's the thing with psychology. Like you don't need all the traits to be diagnosed as that diagnosis, which is off because like you should, that's what I think. That's just my opinion. I think psychology as a subject needs to go and reevaluate what they got going on because there has to be a criteria. There has to be a line where it's like, you have to check off at least 6 of the, you know what, to qualify as a schizophrenic, for example, you know, you have to check off all 10 requirements. Like there has to be some, I don't know. That's just me though, because at this point it happens with everything. It happens with everything. Cause I'm not going to let y'all, hold up off, everybody magically having, what's it called? Autism. Now, if y'all knew that autism, I'm really about to get y'all with this one. But if y'all knew autism was considered schizophrenia before it was classified as autism, you wouldn't want to be schizophrenic, would you? Exactly. Autism is a new word, but you didn't know that, did you? Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like some diagnoses aren't going to sound pretty nicely when you learn the history behind them. They didn't know what autism was, so they classified it as schizophrenia. But you wouldn't walk around saying I'm schizophrenic, would you? So why walk around saying you autistic? You on the spectrum. I'm autistic. I'm on the spectrum. Did you get a diagnosis? No. So you just Googled it and you just. I see why when y'all go to the doctor and you be like, I have blase. They don't believe you because you just Googled it. Let these people do their jobs. Let them do their jobs. That's why y'all just need to get a health savings account, because if you have a health savings account, then you could pay to go to a psychologist, pay to go to a doctor. And you're like, but I can't do that. Go. It's part of your work. If you work a 9 to 5, you can get a health savings account. Get a health savings account. Okay? Since y'all just, I don't know. That's just me though. That's just me. I don't know. What do I know? Yeah. Anyways, I hope y'all have a happy New Year's. I hope January treats everybody well. And all the good festivities and riches and success and, you know, peace, love, and prosperity to all and all that good stuff. I'm gonna see y'all February.